Good morning, everybody. We just finished our morning cardio, and I got another tip from a person that's in their 80s on how to keep your garden moist. So I keep posting garden stuff because I know a lot of people are into gardening. And yesterday, I went ahead and I reorganized my garden. I put all of my new seedlings right here on this little post right here. And I've got 6 pine trees growing in these pots. And I've got medicinal herbs right here, leftover herbs from the ones that I planted. And I've got my crescent melons. They're beginning to sprout. I got to put those in the ground. But I want to keep an eye on all of my little seedlings and keep them all contained in one spot. So I made myself a little seedling corner. And these are for my new little plants that I'm starting. I left my sunflowers here, my barrage here. But everything else I planted yesterday except for the crescent melons. I planted those actually last Monday. And they already popped up. Look at those. But I've got so many spices up here. Herbs up here, medicinal herbs. And I wanted to confine it in one area. So this is what my garden looks like this morning. Oh, look at those tomatoes. They're flowering right there. Every morning I wake up so excited, and we bottle feed the goats, and then I run out to the garden to make sure nothing ate anything. But here, I'll go ahead and give you a tour. Look at the corn. It's really getting huge out here. Look at that. These are cucumbers. I love cucumbers. Cucumbers are great for weight loss. Look at these corns. These are seedlings. These were all seedlings I put in on June 6th. Almost a month now. What's today, July 7th? Little carrots coming up, radishes, corn, cucumber, all kinds of peppers and tomatoes. My snow peas right here. Look at those snow peas. Aren't those beautiful? I put them in my, sugar snap peas. I put these in our stir fries. I love stir fry. And anyway, the tip that I was going to give you, hold on, let's just give you a little tour. Oh, I put in yesterday our Jerusalem artichokes. I went ahead and I put them in the ground with that mixture of mulch and our regular soil. My kale is coming up really pretty. Trying to get my shadow out of here. All of our other stuff, cauliflower, my spinach is coming up. Oh, I got to give my bees some water every morning. But okay, I remember I put these grapevines in yesterday. Looking good. I got to cut more of my wheatgrass this morning. I'm going to put that in a smoothie. And then, of course, our apple trees here. More plants here. And chocolate mint. And my oreganos right there. Grapevines right here. Metal. Rats cannot climb on metal. So put metal around your garden. I learned that from an old timer up here. I'm going to be getting a bunch of these sheets and putting it in. And over here, got my watermelon and my pumpkin. I've got more corn. I've got more corn. I've got, look at these green beans. Woo! Gonna go up this trellis. That's just a piece of horse fence I cut up. Put it right there. Summer squash here, starting to sprout. And then, of course, I've got my zucchini right there. Anyway, the tip. Here's the tip. From an old timer. Because our soil dries up so quickly, he said put straw over. Once your seedlings come up, he said put straw in. So get straw and put it all throughout the garden and then water, and the straw is going to help. The straw is going to help keep the garden moist. So straw is really hard to find right now. None of the feed stores have it up here, but I went ahead down to Cal Ranch and I got this chopped straw right here, and it's already chopped up super fine. Look at that. So I'm going to spread all of this in the garden today over all the plants that I've already seeded. And then I'm going to plant a garden is to believe into tomorrow. And then I'm going to go ahead and water the garden, and hopefully that's going to keep the moisture. And so just a little tip, put straw in your garden to help keep the moisture in if the sun and the wind dries it out quickly. Just a way to save money. Because living on a homestead, money is like gold. Water is like gold. Can't even talk this morning. There you go. Have a great one, everyone. Oh, when I planted the grapes, another old timer told me she planted grapes 40 years ago. 40 years ago. And they're still producing grapes. What she said, when her husband planted them, he put in old pennies and rusty nails for copper and iron at the bottom of the holes where she planted her grapes. She says it's amazing for your plants. Old pennies and rusty nails. You got copper and iron always feeding them. She did that, and I'm telling you, it must work because her grapes are 40 years old and still producing. Have a great one, everyone. Just a little tip right there.